listening to the LOZ Podcast Network.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the LOZ Podcast Network. My name's Ken Lawler. I'm the host of the show. You're either watching us in the LOZ app or you're listening to us on KRMS radio on Saturdays from 10 to 11. We call it the Big Simulcast. We love our collaboration with KRMS. We do it every week. And it just gives another audience the chance to kind of hear our podcasts. If you'd like to see them, we do them in video format in the LOZ app. And we talk about things all across the lake all the time. We talk to people who are with charities. We talk to people who are in business. Sometimes we just talk to regular characters around the lake, and so we have fun with it. Today, we kind of have a little bit of a mix of characters and business. So I've got Joe and Michelle Orsega with us. Joe and Michelle, how are you doing?
We're doing great.
Doing good.
How are you?
Welcome to the show, you guys. This is a debut. You're newbies to the LOZ Podcast Network, but going to be on and joining us in the future on several of these. And I was so excited to get you guys on here because we had talked off the air and a little bit about kind of what you guys are doing, and I think your story is so interesting. Let's tell everybody a little bit about how you guys met.
Okay, well, Joe and I have known each other since we were 8 years old. Grew up. He's my brother's best friend, so we've known each other our entire lives. We dated as teenagers, kind of went our separate ways as people do, and then met back up. I guess we've been together since 2019 and going strong ever since. But again, we've known each other our entire life.
So, Joe, you were hanging around the brother that she was around. You guys were dating a little bit, and then you kind of, as lives do, they separate a little bit, and you guys went on your way. And then here you are. You found yourself back together again after all those years. That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. It was just odd. We only lived about a mile away from each other, and I would go over to her house a bunch. I know both her parents. I know her parents. I know their friends, and her parents live about a quarter mile away from where you used to live at.
Yeah. So they stayed in the same neighborhood. So my parents are like his second parents.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you guys are local realtors in town. You're with Dunn & Associates Premier Real Estate, which is a new endeavor for you, right? You just joined that group.
Yep, it's amazing. Very like-minded. We feel very strongly about giving back to the community. And Amy and Corey, they do a wonderful job doing that in Eldon, in the surrounding area. And when we met with her, everything just meshed, and it just felt like part of us were already there. So we're very, very excited to be part of that group.
Yeah, it's exciting. And they do property management as well, right? So it's
yes, they do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. And guys, as always, you can find everything about Joe and Michelle Orsega in the LOZ app. They have a featured listing in real estate. You can contact them through there. You can kind of read a little bit about their story. I think your story gets even better because you guys aren't just real estate agents. You have other careers. And I want to talk about that a little bit because I love it. Joe, what do you do when you're not doing real estate?
So I'm a paramedic. I've been a paramedic since 1992. So yeah, about 34 years now. Where I work at now, it's in St. Louis. So I work 48-hour shifts. And so, yeah, I work 2 days and then I'm off for 4 days. So, and then I come back to the lake. So tomorrow, actually I work tomorrow. So I'll leave about 3:45 in the morning. I get to my job about 6:40 in the morning. And I start work at 7:30, so I go to the grocery store where I work at. So,
what he's leaving out is he's been at the same company that he works for almost 35 years. So he's very loyal. He's also a lieutenant over his crew, so he doesn't give himself enough credit. That's how I feel. He is a true leader. He puts his coworkers first. He always, and also his patients he deals with. They call him the king of negotiation and talking people down when people are needing that. So he doesn't give himself enough credit.
They say I have one of the best bedside manners, and I think it falls into real estate too, because I think when you go into people's homes and you just be truthful with them, and that's what you need to do, is be truthful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think people forget that. Like, life is just about being honest, and you get into situations sometimes in real estate or other things in life where it doesn't always go exactly how you planned it. It doesn't always go perfect, but you deal with it, you move on, and everybody's in the loop, and you get through it, right?
Correct.
And then Michelle, you as well have another career. Tell us about that.
Yes, I've been a respiratory therapist for right at 25 years. Kind of do the same thing that Joe does as far as hours. I try to work my 12-hour shifts in a row. So 3/12s. I work out of Columbia, Missouri. I really, really enjoy giving back to my patients and seeing the difference that I make. I work in what's considered a long-term acute care hospital. It's a little bit different than a normal hospital. It's where patients come when the hospital can no longer do any weaning with them. So they come to us with the goal of hopefully getting back to baseline, or at least getting a little bit better before they either go home or go to a rehab. So like Joe said, we kind of use what we've been doing our entire life as far as taking care of patients, being truthful with them, into our real estate. We're always very transparency is number one to us, and just that our clients, from our very first client to one that we just closed on last Friday, they know that they can come to us with anything and that we're going to be truthful with them. And even if they need something as simple as, hey, an alarm is going off, or hey, can you give me a number for this? They know that they can come to us.
Yeah, and I just think it's so cool that you guys are both, first responder. I mean, look, you can deal with a lot of people in this business. I think your story is so cool that you guys are, in the industries that you are with your other careers, that you're able to help people. You're on the front lines of trying to really help people out there. And then, you get to come to the lake, which you are full-time residents of the lake. So you guys live here, and then you get to kind of have a second career in real estate and help people make memories and find the home of their dreams. Because that's, the thing about the lake that I think people forget is when people look for a home where they in St. Louis or Kansas City or whatever, you're looking for your home and that's going to be your home. Down here, you're looking to make memories. It's something different. It's not necessarily the same. So you realize when you're representing somebody that this home that they're buying, or this condo that they're buying, is going to have so much laughter and fun and family associated with it. That's got to be kind of cool.
It is. And it's very important to us that whoever our client is, whether it's 100,000, whether it's a higher level, we did a 3.7 million last year, and they call us. It doesn't matter the price point. We treat everyone exactly the same because we want them to make those memories. We want them to be happy at the end of the deal and be like, our realtors were absolutely the greatest. The 3.7 million that we did, we were dealing with a banker that had just had a medical emergency, and this was his first deal coming back, and he told our clients they were the best realtors we dealt with. I asked for something, and I know that I had asked for it multiple times, but they didn't think twice. They gave it to me immediately without any comments. And so to us, that's important that our clients remain happy. And the other thing with us being in real estate, one of our very important things for us is giving back to the community. And we do that a lot. We Wonderland Camp, the Pink Out event, just anything that we can give back to the community, we do.
Yeah, I see you guys at a lot of the charity events around town, and Wonderland's one of my favorites. My son went there for 6 or 7 years, back to back, and I love Mike Clayton and those guys over there. They do an amazing job.
They're amazing. They're just what they do there. You cannot. They're just very special people that handle a very special community, and the lake is very fortunate to have that.
And, you guys you see this happening right now too. I mean, the lake is growing so fast. It's just like busting at the seams. Everywhere you look, they're moving ground. Everywhere you look, something else is going up. What do you guys, do you handle more condos or more homes, or is it kind of 50-50?
I would say it's 50-50. Last year, it was,
We had condos. We
we had condos and we had homes.
land.
And we had some land that sold. So it's a good mixture. So we always want to make sure that people are aware that we're not strictly just for condos. We're not strictly for homes. We're not strictly for land. We are truly for all of it, whatever your needs are. But it was a good mixture last year. And so far this year, we've both.
And what I think is amazing is you guys have 2 full-time careers outside of doing real estate, and you still managed to sell, I think, north of $10 million last year, was it? I mean,
Yeah, it was just right under 10 million. It was only the BDR, the board there, they were looking, they're like, did you miss any sales? I'm like, no, I think I've turned it all in. But yeah,
I mean, that's
it's funny.
a big book of business, include having 2 full-time jobs. I mean,
right.
you guys
Right.
really put a lot of effort into it.
We do. And I mean, it's nothing for us to get phone calls while we're at work, and I'll take my break and I'll either return the calls or take care of it. I've written a contract on lunch working in respiratory. So when we say that we're doing this 24/7, we are, regardless of us having 2 full-time jobs in the medical field.
And now you're with the new group with Dunn and Associates, and that's kind of exciting because you guys come in as kind of the big fish in that pond, and it'll be a great marriage of what they had going on before, and having you guys on board.
We're very, very excited because they bring a lot to the community. Amy is just amazing with what she does at Dunn and Associates, and with her husband doing the property management as well. We're very, very excited to see what the future holds for us with them.
And if somebody is looking to buy a condo or home and they want to put it on a rental program, it's kind of a nice mix because you can handle the real estate side and then set them up with the property management side, right?
Exactly. You can have it all in just one place. So come to us, and then once you close on it and you decide, even if you start out with, oh, we're going to keep it for ourselves, and then 3 months later say, you know what, I think we're going to turn this into a rental. We can set you up right there.
Yeah,
so it's important. A win-win.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, if they can just go to one place and get all that figured out, I mean, you guys have all the numbers on rentals and kind of, what the potential could be on any property, and helping them with that.
Exactly.
That's a big benefit to working with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just so glad you guys were able to join us today. And like I said, it's your introductory episode on the LOZ Podcast Network. We'll be talking to you a lot here over the next year. And I'm excited to see kind of, what happens with you guys. And we're just so grateful for people like you that are out there helping the community, doing so many things, and then continue to want to help people here at the lake enjoy and make memories.
Yes. Well, we appreciate you having us on. And again, we just look forward to what this year is going to bring for Joe and I, and what we can do for the community and what we can do for prospective clients that are wanting to come down, as you said.
And if you guys want to find them, just go into the LOZ app real estate section, and you'll find Joe and Michelle Orsega right there. You'll have a featured listen. You can call them, you can text them, you can just email them. You can do anything you want. They're going to call you back. I know that. So
yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Thanks for joining us, guys. And everybody else, thank you. We will be right back after these words.